Long before cities, before language, and before fire was mastered, humans walked the wild. In those days, nights were darker, colder, and filled with predators and fear. But in the shadows, another hunter watched us. Not as prey, but with curiosity. It was the wolf, powerful, fast, and smarter than any beast in the forest. At first, we feared each other, competing for food and space under the stars. But one winter, hunger grew deep, and one young wolf dared to approach the fire. It didn't attack. It didn't growl. It simply sat, watching, waiting, breathing with us. We threw scraps. It stayed. The fire warmed us all. A silent bond was born. Over generations, wolves like that one stayed close, growing calmer, smarter, and less afraid. Humans noticed their skills, tracking, hearing, strength. Everything we lacked, they had. So we welcomed them, not just as pets, but as partners in survival. Together, we hunted. They circled prey. We threw spears. The wild became less frightening. When we slept, they guarded. When we moved camp, they scouted ahead. Slowly, their instincts changed. The wild wolf became something new, the first dog. But more than just a pet, dogs changed us in return. They taught us loyalty, not out of obedience, but out of trust and bond. They taught us patience, through years of slow taming, learning, and watching each other. They taught us family, because wolves care deeply, raise pups together, and never leave the weak. As wolves became dogs, humans became more than just survivors. We became a tribe. We began to settle, stay longer, build homes, grow food, and dogs stayed with us. They were the first animals we domesticated, long before goats, cows, or even horses. That changed everything, how we moved, hunted, and even saw ourselves in the natural world. Dogs helped us track herds, defend homes, and connect across generations. The bond between species became something no one expected. Love. Real, ancient love. That emotional bond rewired our brains, literally changed human hormones and empathy. Children who grew up with dogs had higher survival and emotional intelligence. People trusted others more when dogs were nearby. Packs meant safety. Even our words changed. Language grew to include names, signals, and dog-related calls. Dogs made humans more social, more cooperative, and more emotionally aware. We shaped their evolution, and they shaped ours. A true co-evolutionary miracle. In some cultures, dogs were spiritual guides, messengers between the wild and the soul. Ancient burials show dogs laid beside humans, curled gently, even in death. That's not just loyalty. That's history written in bones and memories. Wolves taught us something deep. Survival is not just strength, it's connection. The fiercest creature in the forest became our most loyal friend. Today, every dog, from huskies to poodles, carries a wolf's wild heart. And every time a dog looks into your eyes, that ancient bond lights up again. It's not just instinct. It's 30,000 years of shared stories in one silent gaze. We don't just own dogs, we owe them. Without wolves, we may never have thrived or become who we are. Wolves turned our fires into homes, our fear into trust, our chaos into family. The myth of the lone wolf? That's not how wolves live, or how we should. Real wolves live in packs, and so do we, thanks to their lessons. In their presence, we learned how to raise children, protect elders, and share resources. The wolf spirit runs through our veins more than we know. We call them pets now, but they're something older, deeper, partners of the soul. When you see a wolf in the wild, you're looking at your oldest ally. When your dog curls beside you, it's echoing 30,000 years of love. It's not just companionship. It's evolution, written in wagging tails and steady paws. Some believe we tamed the wolf, but maybe it was the wolf who tamed us. It taught us balance between wild and calm, strength and care, survival and grace. In every bark, every howl, a piece of ancient earth still speaks to us. A language beyond words, a connection beyond time. The wild never left. It just moved closer, curled up at our feet. So next time your dog stares into the woods, remember, it's hearing its ancestors. And maybe it's remembering the first fire, the first bond, the first shared hunt. We didn't just adopt wolves. We built a world with them, side by side. A world where trust beats fear, where the pack survives together, and where the wild and human are forever linked, heart to heart. That's how wolves changed us, and maybe saved us.